We're back with more Dual Destinies, picking up where we left off last episode. It's Hugh's confession. What you gonna tell us today? What you gonna tell us, eh? You did the crime? Go ahead, prove it.
You won't believe this, but I used a body double.
Oh, what the fuck?
That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose, and my body double almost did. And I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had to run to the campus. In short, I'm the killer. You're 100% innocent.
Sure. I have a question I was hoping the defense and prosecution might help answer. Is it just me, or does the witness's testimony make no sense at all?
No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a headache.
Yeah, that was just plain weird. Especially the whole thing about a body double. Well, I'm relieved it's not just me. And the prosecution? Your baldness. Summon an ambulance this instant. The witness is stark, raving mad. Well, here's hoping you don't live in America, because that's gonna be a hefty price to pay. Yes, I think that would be for the best. Now then, let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict.
You people don't believe me!
It's not a matter of not believing you. It's more along the lines of questioning your sanity.
Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back. Oh my god, get them. The funny farm, get it?
Shoot your pie holes! The intellect of a genius transcends even logic! Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for testimonies like this?
Which is not a weird device, and I don't waste him on ridiculous testimonies!
Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want our verdict to be passed just yet. So how about we give Widget a try?
Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session.
Look, you guys are calling him crazy, raving mad. Isn't this what Widget is for? Therapy. You gotta figure out what the fuck is wrong with him. Your better judgment. I'm a judge, and it's far beyond mine, yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackwell, I trust you have no objection. Prosecutor Blackwell? Where'd he go? He left. He already left! The prosecution said, rubbish, we'll be out on a stroll. And then left with Detective Fulbright. What? He went out on a walk with Detective Fulbright. I was gonna say, we went out? I was like, what? Taka's here, though. Motherfucker pulled Fulbright out for a fucking date.
How does he get away with stuff like that?
Also, he did that so fast when we weren't looking. Then I'll interpret that as a meeting as he has no explicit objections. He's not even gonna know what's gonna happen. What if we come out with something like a banger? Alright, Miss Cykes, you may proceed with your therapy session. I've seen my share of crazy trials, but this one takes the cake. Alright, let's see. Oh, right, he crazy. Oh, he crazy.
Aha! I'm so happy!
You won't believe this, but I used the body. Oh, wait, I don't need to make the voice. I used the body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Like, what are you expecting me to probe here? What are you expecting me to... What am I supposed to be doing here? I know we're supposed to be, like, contradicting his stuff, but, like, what are you expecting me to probe? The body double part? I had to run to the campus? Is it the runs? Like, what do you want me to probe? Probe what's causing happiness? Okay, what is it just this? No? No, I don't think so. What made you happy? In short, I'm the killer. What? Is there more? Oh, there is more! I thought this was the final one. Juniper makes you happy. Damn, look at her cuffs being broken up. It must be Woods. There you go. I was like thinking, like, what the fuck am I supposed to be picking here?
Mr. Connor, yesterday you said that you didn't really care about Miss Woods anymore.
I already told Juniper, so I may as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. Yeah, well, Juniper reported my secret to Professor Court.
His secret? Oh, the bribe.
She wanted nothing to do with me because I had disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. My confession was always about one thing and one thing. The truth.
Mr. O'Connor, you feel great happiness in the fact that you might help set Miss Woods free. So much so that it overshadowed all of your other emotions.
What are you? Oh, my neck sure hurts.
I can hear it clearly now, Mr. O'Connor. The Discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't normally feel like you do when you confessed.
So, he really was trying to protect Juniper?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Hugh's feelings for her are the real deal. Only 10! But that means his confession is...
Finally figure out the obvious, have we? I'm assuming Blackwell came back. Yep, there he is. Why? Prosecutor Blackwell, you're back. The confession was naught but lies, save for the part about being in the mock trial. Can we all agree now that the killer is the one in charge of the audio, i.e. the accused?
Don't say... Oh, how are you gonna just say i.e.? Yeah! Why couldn't you have taken a longer stroll?
No, you haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet. You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double? Yes, I do. But if you think I didn't, then prove it. Either we quit here and Juniper's found guilty, or we play along with Hugh's delusions.
Let's go with the least worst choice. But first, let me update his testimony.
Yeah, you gotta find out why he's saying it. Like, there's more to it, right? Well, I mean, we know why he's saying it, but like, you gotta find out there's more to it. Why are you shocked that you used a body double? He's sad that he's the killer. That Juniper's innocent, so he's still sad but mostly happy. Is he sad that Juniper's innocent? Oh, I don't think it is. I think it's wrong. Is it because you stopped being happy here? Like, I don't... Oh, it is. It's the fact that he stopped being happy at that part for some reason.
I didn't almost lose, you say. Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during this statement.
You don't know when to give up. Wait, now that I think about it, I didn't want you to give up. I wanted you to keep probing me.
No, don't! Stop making stuff up!
When I left the lecture hall. It was during Professor Mean's pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body. I then slipped back in just before the verdict.
So you're saying that you were there the moment your double was about to lose?
Yes, it was. Naturally, I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I came and went through the doors there. Where? Wait, what? Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. Cykes don't know. How much longer will you indulge him in this charade? While it's true that none in the audience might see him go through either of those doors. The faculty seats on the balconies are a different story and have a splendid view. I thought you could do better than that. The lawyer's bench is on the right side when facing the front of the hall. What are we talking about here? Oh, I used a door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means my movements are only visible to someone in the left balcony seat. But that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural. Why? Oh, after all, it belonged to Professor Court, and as we all know, she was already dead by then. Wait a minute. Un momento!
The seat on the left is Professor Menzies! That can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence.
Oh my god.
I have no idea where this contradiction is going, but I don't have any other moves at this point. Guess I'll just have to follow and see where this takes me. You said that the left balcony seat was empty, but was it really?
I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty.
But what about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be sitting in the left balcony seat.
Seating? My bad.
But if you left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at his seat addressing the students and faculty.
No, this can't be right.
So the idea was that he was sitting at his seat when he gave that pre-trial speech?
I didn't take it as that. But then if that were the case, wouldn't everyone have seen that he wasn't there? If they're saying that he wasn't there? Suspicious. You do no one any favors by exposing the falsities of his confession. I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true. I tell you, there was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me. This is what you get for lying 90% of the time. That the one time you do tell the truth, we won't believe you.
It doesn't seem like he's lying this time. Okay, Mr. O'Connor, let's have you testify again. But this time, don't spare any details.
Maybe preferably stop lying too, but you know. You got it. I'll repeat it as many times as you'd like. I mean, my ingenious escape act words of repeating considering I'm the real killer.
All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not.
Oh, isn't he such a hoot? The second floor was deserted. Why won't you believe me? It's true, I tell you. I went out through the back door without anyone noticing. And then all I had to do was go through the empty studio control room. Oh, I'm so sad about the empty room!
I detected powerful sadness and fear right after you said this part. It's as if you said something you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see.
You're the one who wanted to bring out Widget!
Mr. O'Connor, it's you who's revealing your inner emotions by the way you speak. Plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling sad.
You probably shouldn't be happy about it, but...
Yeah, you're a horrible person. Can't you just leave me be?
You said that you went through the empty audio control room. But that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was...
Was it Junun?
I know you realized there was a problem with your statement as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty, that would mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus.
I thought he was saying that he saw Woods in there.
Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her.
Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But in this dark age of the law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies.
Hugh's heart won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies.
Let it collapse then.
Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony?
I fear nothing now that I have lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish.
I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict. Yeah. Yeah. It's rewind time. Oh, he broke out of his shackles again! I don't want to be the poor accountant down at the detention center. How much can shackles cost? $10? Hugh O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow.
Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down?
Don't you silence me, how dare you? Do not come between a samurai and his foes, Cykes Dodo.
I never learned about this in law school.
Careful, prosecutor. Remember that shocking experience you had last time? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Very well. Golden Boy may live. For now.
Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything.
That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is, no doubt, news to you. But I am not and never was a Guinness.
Sorry, but I already knew.
Me too. Don't forget me. Though in all fairness, it was pretty obvious.
I thought he was a genius at first, but...
The stuff he said was crazy.
No need to rub it in. Just shut up and listen. It all started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades.
But that's bribery.
So the bribery wasn't Hugh's idea?
And all my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash, not genius. Even worse, when I confronted my parents about it over the phone. Juniper overheard me.
Oh my. What a terrible misunderstanding. It sure was.
Not even living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius. I'm completely worthless.
Hear, hear.
A perfect 0.
Wow. You still think you're perfect? You know what? That's fine.
Hugh.
Even so, I still wanted to make it up to Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear her name by putting the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away.
If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her?
You were the ones who told me to tell the truth yesterday. So I thought if I did, it would help her.
He wasn't trying to provoke us?
Looks like we seriously misunderstood him, in more ways than one. To be fair, he didn't try to alleviate the misunderstandings by being a pompous dipshit, pretending to be a Guinness, you know?
At the detention center yesterday, Junie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is, the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid.
Sure.
If there was something that could help me prove that to you.
Even if proof of a friendship. Yeah,
As long as our friendship lasts, we can bet we'll be carrying them around.
I know. What about that proof of friendship they mentioned? I wonder where or what it is.
I didn't buy it. Oh, I was like, I don't know who was saying that. Don't strip. I'm gonna get the
it's handmade and there's only one like it in the world.
It just seems like a very inconvenient thing to have around your neck. Why couldn't it be around your like wrist or something, or like a ring?
Maybe it's... No, that's definitely it. That band around his neck.
Also, how does he take it off? Is there a class?
Mr. O'Connor, that band around your neck, that's your proof of friendship, isn't it?
Proof of friendship? Is that anything like a proof of purchase barcode? yeah. That band is proof that he bought it.
In court, evidence is everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. It's the evidence that proves their friendship.
Ho! How very interesting. And chic.
If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck when he's pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship towards the other two.
It doesn't matter if I wear it if those two.
But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship band somewhere. Junie and Robin must both feel the same as Hugh. I just know it. Everything Hugh has said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may have also just told me that the others wear their proofs of friendship that way.
Where they're easy to touch.
All we have to do is think back to their testimonies. Ready? Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad.
I accidentally cut his outburst a little bit quick because I pressed the button.
Chishi, お前が3人のために作ってくれたあの友情のアクセサリー。お前たちが忘れても僕は大切に。
So like again, how did he have it on? How did he put it on? Can you take it off? How do you guys?
Yay.
とっくに失ったと思っていたのに。
It's also like it makes it look like very promiscuous having it around his neck. Calm down. It's fine. Sometimes you just doubt your friends in some capacity, but it's okay. You don't gotta scream about it. It's okay.
I didn't kill anyone. And I didn't have a body double. I didn't move the body. I didn't even see it. It may look like I'm speed reading Zen in the art of mastering the bar exam, but I haven't read a single word.
Huh? Oh well. You could have fooled me. In fact, you did.
You. So, Miss Cykes, can I place my trust in you?
I'm going to save Junie. So yes, you can place your trust in me.
Then I'm bound to understand that the witness is recanting his confession. Again?
Yes.
A most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself. Turnabout? You know, I don't even know what turnabout means. But I know a lot of cases in Ace Attorney are called like turnabout blah blah blah. You turn about every now and then you think about turnabouting. Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi, which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time. So we're back to square one. Now I'm exhausted and depressed.
Probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Yeah, but you still have the empty, what do you call it? Balcony.
Huh? Does this mean?
Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Please wait!
What sort of devilry are you up to now?
What if our client Wright wasn't the only one without an alibi. The trial would continue, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
Yes, we found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case. There's no more noise. He was telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat up opposite of him literally was empty, which now means there's one person unaccounted for. Besides Junie, the only other person without an alibi during the mock trial is...
I don't want to bring him out. I don't want to bring him out. I don't want to bring him out.
The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor?
That's right. How many more times do I have to say it?
So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial. Shouldn't that have been called into question, though? And also, wasn't there an audience there? Wouldn't they have all seen that he wasn't there? Shouldn't have someone said something about that, though? Why wasn't he there? Wouldn't that have been called into question that the professor wasn't there?
Need I remind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver a speech.
I know, and that's not in dispute here. Now, let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. It was
Pre-recorded.
What if the speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat.
Could have also done it if you had like a microphone headset and it was like wireless and he didn't go too far and he was just walking around nearby to give a speech over the whatever.
Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane! I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder!
What? Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it. Really? We got the tape recorder from him? I don't remember how the tape recorder initially was brought in. I thought it was Simon that brought it. But maybe, I guess, Hugh gave it to Simon? Or maybe that didn't happen at all? I don't know.
What? Really? Wait a second! Mr. O'Connor, did you just say that Professor Means gave that phony recording to you?
Phony? The defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony?
Wow, who could have seen this development?
It's an updated.
The voice shouting, "You're a goner," as recorded on this tape, was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence.
Professor Means gave Hugh the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him.
Who would have guessed? The man who kept touting the end justifies the means did something that to make it meet the means. The end. He did everything he could to make a thing. Who would have guessed?
Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand.
I was.
The seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by our dull witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. Just ask any other student. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable. Just go ask any of the literal fucking students that were in the mock trial and be like, did you see Professor Means at the balcony? Did you notice him? Did you notice him there? Ask everybody. Even if some people say they didn't look at him, at least one person will say that he wasn't there.
That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. While a surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem, a witness's oversight too must not be overlooked. And thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself. Do you even know Professor Means? You haven't seen him, right? He doesn't know who he is, okay?
I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today.
Yeah, dipshit, come on out.
Do as you please.
I will do that. And in the next episode, we're gonna have a talk with Professor Means, because I don't want to do it right now.